made me abort at exactly the same time the mistress was having a child.
Yep.
We were pregnant at the same time. He chose
Her.
to keep the mistress child and abort my
Twins.
2
babies.
I am so sorry for that. Do you think that abortion hurt more when you now found out that his mistress was pregnant at that same time?
And this hit me in 2023.
Wow.
That is when I found out that, no, when I saw the birth certificate,
Yeah.
The timelines made
the
sense.
timelines,
Yeah.
that wouldn't be the first one.
Yeah.
Wow.
During the marriage, he aborted 4 of my children. At home. Never on to
Wait,
himself.
he performed those are
abortions.
illegal abortions.
Correct.
I've been through hell and back. Nobody by my side, nobody to console me, nobody to call home me. Hey, but the man got trauma, but then the botonga. I've been through hell and back. Nobody by my side, nobody to console me, nobody to call home me. Hey, but the man got trauma, but then the botonga. Look at right.
Hi ninjas, how are you doing? It's your girl Owamie, and welcome back to another episode of To Hell and Back. If it's the first time joining me, almost definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and also hit the bell. I absolutely love you. Now, last I saw somebody commented and said, I wish Owamie would speak slower when it comes to her introduction. Guys, I don't think it's even possible. Like, I feel like it would bore me. When I give you guys my introduction slow, I forget. So I think it's just wired in my brain, but I am sorry, at least when it's the podcast, we do speak slower and you guys can hear. There will be a banner somewhere here that has got my phone numbers or my team's phone numbers and email address. If you'd like to be part of our show, please do send us an email or also send a WhatsApp message to the numbers and my PA will get back to you. I also want to say thank you guys so much for 45,000 followers on Instagram. If you're not following me over there, it's at Boldly Owamie. Make sure that you go and you follow. Now, today, my ninjas, we are here with the gorgeous mommy and daughter duo. So I'm gonna have you guys actually introduce yourselves, but welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much
How are
for
you?
the opportunity. Under the circumstances, we're swimming, we hope for the best.
Is it?
Yes, we're holding on, we're hanging in there. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And how are you?
Today I'm feeling a lot better than I was yesterday. Yesterday was a really tough day.
Is it?
Yeah, it was awful. But today I feel a lot better. It's a good day today.
It's a good day.
It's a good day.
So we're gonna go mommy first. Please do introduce yourself.
Whew. My name is Mimi Nyimbana. Grew up in social movie. The mommy of 3. Today you sing Okay, who's my firstborn, Kanya. My second boy is Uwe. He's not here. He's 20. And I've got the third one, Akile, a 13-year-old autistic baby. He'll forever be my baby.
Okay.
I'm the ex-wife of some anesthetist that we are here to talk about. The father of my 2 children, Okanya and Ove. That is basically who I am.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. So now let's go to Ukanya.
Hi, I'm Kanya. A lot of people, I think most people call me Kay.
Okay.
And I'm the firstborn daughter to my mom and her ex-husband, my father.
Okay.
And a proud sister of to Uwe and my brother Akile.
Okay.
And yes, I would say my mom's kind of mini me. Maybe I think, she calls me the missile.
The meat.
She's my
For many reasons, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm my mom's daughter, and I love it.
You know, I love like I love myself like a mommy and daughter duo.
Yes.
And obviously, you know, we've been talking before we started, and you guys are just a delight, you know. And I don't know, I feel like people like you are the ones that make me cry, because like we'll be sitting and we'll be talking, laughing, and then when you actually hear people's stories, now you're just like, oh my god, you know, stuff like that. But I think let's just go ahead and get into your story. Yeah, so I will want to know, you know, we can have someone that's going to explain the story from the beginning to the end, basically just with your experience of what you went through. But, you know, if maybe you feel like, oh, she's forgetting something, then you can go ahead and interject to say, okay, this, and that, and that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I met this very charming young doctor in 1993. I was a scholar then,
Okay.
and he was already doing his internship as a medical doctor. Very calm, a gentleman of note. You know, someone who's very dependable, someone who you know is there when he says. I've never met someone that is so punctual on time. When he says, I'll be there, I'll pick you up at 1, 5 to 1, he's there. That's how I knew him. I can't say he swept me off my feet, yet. You know, in 1993. I was just cruising. I was a tomboy. I was happy. I grew up in Soshanguve. Then he was staying in Baklu. Believe me, there was only Vodacom between Baklu and when you get to town. There were no buildings in between. Like now, if you're driving through the highway, there are a lot of buildings. It's like another scenario. It's like you're somewhere else. But then he used to drive. It is like from Soshanguve to Baklu, it was like you're going to another province. It seemed like it was so far. But now that there are buildings and this, it looks shorter. It even feels shorter when you drive. He used to come and see me every weekend. And we met via my mom's cousin, who was a friend who turned out to be a friend to him. And it started off as, I've got somebody that can show us where we can have fun. When he had a family in Soshanguve, so time and again he would come and see his family, his aunt. That's how we met. Those were very, very good days.
At that point, please, when you started to be with him, how old were you?
I was like just about to turn 16.
So you were 15.
I was 15.
And this man was 9 years older than you.
Yes.
Correct?
Around 24.
Is that not illegal?
We'll get to that.
Wow.
I get a shock of my life. Get pregnant. This is now. I'm doing my matric. I'm at the Glen High School.
Yeah.
Waking up every single day from Soshanguve. 5 o'clock in the morning, we're driving to mainland. Because I wanted my matric certificate to come from a good school. That is what my family wanted.
What was the reaction?
When was the reaction? When was it? Because I bounced.
My mom bounced.
I wrote a letter
and bounced.
and
You
then
ran away?
Yes, I did.
The answer was in that letter.
Yes, I wrote a letter and I told them exactly what it was.
Yep.
And then Anna put the note
In
the post box. And my boyfriend came. We went.
So when you now told your boyfriend
To
at that
send
time, what was his reaction?
Now I wrote a letter. I didn't tell him. I said, he's coming like normally.
Okay.
You know? And I go with him to Sentin. And I'm like mad. I was mad at him. I said, you did something to me. Can you believe it? I'm putting the blame on him.
Imagine.
This is what you did to me. I take out the pregnancy tests, 4 of them, and I'm like, I'm pregnant.
I think
His
his reaction is the funniest thing.
His reaction was like, oh, okay, I knew. It's like, what?
Yeah,
and
I'm
what?
so
Why are
sorry.
you not saying it?
Hmm.
Why are you not saying
And why did
something?
you do it?
And what are you going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? How am I going to go home now? Because now I can never go home. Number one, they're going to beat me up like you do not know. I've already had a session whereby I was shampooed at home
Yeah.
For him.
for him.
Okay, so he did then send people, they paid damages. Did he pay Lobola as well?
He paid the damages. They
Okay.
didn't play at home.
Okay.
They charged him 10,000 rands.
Yeah.
Then that is
And then-
1995.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Which they thought it was too much. His side of the family complained, and he then said, "I've got intentions," because they asked at home, "What are your intentions? You can bounce now.
And
We
leave
do
our
not
child with the
leave our
child.
child with the child.
Yep.
We can take care of it. Do not commit. Don't stick around if you don't have intentions
Yeah.
to stay." And he said, "No, I will be sticking around. And can I ask that you accept that I am here to stay, and can she come and stay with me full time as I can take care of her and the baby?" So it was nice. It was a nice pregnancy. Absolutely.
So now, just so that we can get to Helen Beck, let's start off by how many years were you guys now married?
You know, when he went to pay damages, he got a discount of 5,000 rands because he said he's coming back.
Okay.
In Xhosa, we say "Unyuka nengalo," which
Okay.
meaning that I'm depositing to deposit.
Okay.
Ilobol, you know. So 1999, we are now preparing for Ilobola and all of that. We're staying together. Delegation did go. It is known, it is approved by the families that they basically, like you can say, engaged to be married. His deposit is taken as, okay, soon.
He's coming back.
He's coming back. So 1999, 2000, he pays for Ilobola. And then we say, Tina, traditionally, we husband and wife. And then
When is the civil marriage?
and then civil marriage, civil marriage, that's another story, Owamie. Civil marriage, 2003. Now we are planning to get married.
White wedding?
White wedding.
Okay.
350 guests. Shona Langaveli in 4 ways.
At this point, you already have 2 kids? Or you're still with your
My
daughter?
mom was pregnant at that
I was
time.
pregnant.
Oh, you were
4 months
pregnant with
pregnant.
your second
I'm
child?
4 months pregnant.
Okay.
Traditionally, we've been married. Ilobola Kishiwe, it's fine. But
Yeah.
now, there were a few things that I could see
Yeah.
in Toba. Do I want to go all the way? You know, do I know him? Am I going to cope with now my in-laws? Good issues now with in-laws. You are in.
Sorry.
Now this nice relationship is becoming something else because now his family is getting involved and responsibilities, and I'm not liked at all. Not accepted.
And neither am I.
The baby is not accepted. But this is a very same family. He didn't send anybody except his direct family to come. Excuse me. And be part of the delegation in Lobola. Now I'm in. I'm not liked here. It's like myself and my daughter are here to scam. We are here for the money. And I'm a girl from social movie. And I'm not educated. I'm thinking, I was 15 when we met.
How would you have been educated?
I'm 17. I had a baby. 17. How I'm a scholar. How was I supposed to be anything at 17? We're
Very
not liked. We're not.
expectation.
Yes. We're not accepted. And I had to deal with it, and I had to see if I would be comfortable tying myself
Down to such a
down
family.
to this union that now is going to a home affairs. It divorces something else, and it took me a very long time to decide ukuthi, do I want to keep it at this level, or do I want now to go to the civil way of doing things? And I decided that, okay, we've got problems. He's cheat. He does cheat. He's a doctor. Doctors cheat. But
He was cheating on you?
oh, yes, he was. No, he was. 1, 2, 3, one day we are driving and something, my intuition, a woman's intuition is something else.
Yeah,
I'm not
everybody
one
doesn't
to
think.
go
through
through
the
and go through
phone
the
and
phones.
things like
I
that,
don't do
yeah.
that. But the day and the moment I do it, it's like I'm sent
It's
by
over.
something.
Yep.
There's something there. He's paying, we are pouring a petrol garage. He's paying for sweets. I like the guava fruit roll. He's paying for sweets. He's taking out imali from a pocket, money to pay. There is a packet, a used condom, Owamie.
Open.
Used condom inside the condom pack.
I mean, you know, men are
Those
not,
are the things
they're
that I
not
used to
discreet.
find, you
Yep.
know. And I would go home with a baby,
Okay.
baby K, and I'm coming back to our apartment. You can see that there was a woman here. You know, those women used to leave things for me to see.
find.
find.
Yep,
Hey,
it was like hide and seek.
Hey, and you'll see that here there was blood. Yes, it's kind of like wiped, but you can see
Someone was
underwear
there.
with menstrual
Blood.
blood and stuff like that. It's stuffed in a suitcase in the closet. So
The signs were definitely
the
there.
signs were there. He was definitely a cheat. 4 months pregnant. Dresses are designed. We're going everywhere together. He doesn't have time, but whenever he's got 5 minutes or a break, he joins me and my aunt. We look for venues. I'm buying magazines. We are preparing for our wedding. The day comes, Owamie. 29th of November 2003. I'm booked in a hotel.
4 months pregnant.
4 months pregnant.
350 guests.
350 guests.
Everything's set
My
up.
company gives me 4 Mercedes Benz as my entourage. My dress is designed by an Afrikaner woman who studied in Paris. Raw silk there was the thing. Beaded.
Everything is proper.
Everything is proper.
Yes.
You know? Everybody, my family that was overseas traveled, everybody's here. I'm close, most people are from the Eastern Cape are here. The Reverend is here. The groom doesn't pitch.
Where's the groom at that time?
He didn't show up at the wedding.
No.
And then what happens?
I was left at the altar. Never pitched the whole day.
Left at the altar makes it sound like he actually did, but he was not there.
He did
He wasn't
not
even there in spirit.
come.
He was not even there.
Earlier on, he's calling
Throughout the day.
throughout I'm coming, I'm late, we move.
I'm excited.
I'm
Can't wait
excited,
to
I'm
marry
coming,
you.
can't wait to marry you.
How's the baby? Everything? Have you eaten?
The reverend is calling him. Everything is looking good. We move starting from 10 o'clock, I think, to 2 o'clock.
2:30, yeah.
He never made it.
And so now let's get into okay, because of I'm looking at the time, I want us to kind of like get into the gist of everything a bit quicker. So I'm gonna like ask questions and please just like answer those so that we can move on, right?
Yes.
So he does not pitch on your wedding day.
Yes.
And then the first time that you see him after then, when was that?
I'm giving birth.
So that was, you were 4 months at that time.
Correct.
So you didn't see him
November. This is November. Then it's this December, January, February, March, April, May. 6 months.
So 6 months after he
Half a
did
year.
not pitch for your wedding, that's when you see him.
That was a Saturday,
Yeah.
the 20th of November. Sunday, the 30th, his father pitches with
black refuse
bags. I'm
With
still
my
at the
mom's
hotel with my belongings.
at my mom's family
At
home.
in social with my mom's family
Right.
house to say these children need a break.
From what we don't
I do not know. I'm still at her hotel. And to me, this is my baby. This is my boyfriend. This is my husband. Already been married. Something must have happened.
Maybe he's been involved in an accident.
There's something. That is how I coped.
So, yeah, you saw
So
him 6
wait,
months.
at that time you had a phone. When you call him, what, he was no longer picking up.
No, the family is talking.
They're
I
cocooning
hear
my mom.
later.
Because remember, they
They're
don't want
cocooning
her
me.
to lose
Everybody's
the baby.
worried about me and the baby, me losing the baby. So now I'm not told what is going on.
So you left the hotel back to your home
Few days after.
a few days after.
Yes.
And
They are
then
doing the damage control.
the black plastics were already taken to your
delivered.
home.
I did not know.
Yes.
I'm
I'm
you
still at the
did
hotel.
not know.
I'm not. I'm told later because I found my clothes are there. What is going on? They put it in a very nice manner, but we think because of what has happened, we need to make sure that you are okay. The baby is okay, And the day I'm giving birth, I'm complicating. It was a very complicated pregnancy because I was mad as hell. A month after, it was January, I sent my cousin to his workplace to see, is he okay? Because afterwards he never called me. The phones are not going through. The number was working, but he's not picking up and all that. And say, can you just check
If
what
he's
is going on? Because
alive.
his family doesn't want me. I have nobody to call,
Yeah.
So he goes there. No, the man.
Oh, he's alive
Said
and
what?
well.
He was
Loving
fine. He
it.
was at work.
Yeah.
Life is
continued,
continuing.
Yeah. Exactly.
So now, who told him that you were now giving birth?
The hospital is calling
Okay.
because I'm complicating.
Okay.
They want to induce a pregnancy.
Okay.
They understand Guti, there is a father, and the father, they are married.
Yeah.
Customarily, we married. So, and the father, they understand that the father is a doctor.
Yeah.
So,
needs
can
to
we
be on the
induce?
line.
Yes. That is how he got to know. He was not even there when I was giving birth. He was not even there for the whole 6 months. I'm dealing with the trauma, humiliation, and Owamie, let me tell you something. I was a laughing stock. From the streets to my family to their home. People were like, I'll say it in Xhosa, Simfumene mfazi kagqirha. There's a very vulgar word that I will
left
not even
out.
say. So
What does that mean, Simfumene mfazi wethu?
we got a good.
We got the doctor's wife.
We got the doctor's
We
wife.
got
We
a
got
good.
a good.
Yo.
Apparently, there's an aunt of mine who had schemed with his family. She knew. She didn't even wash
Wash that
on that
day.
day. She said
The
there's
day of the
not
wedding.
going to be
She was
a
sure
wedding.
of it.
She was
knew what
sure
she
of
knew,
it.
to put it lightly.
Lightly.
Wow.
Family for you.
Yep.
Yo.
She knew. She had schemed.
She had plotted.
She plotted. She
was
knew what was
ready.
going on. She was ready. She even said, because her daughter was going to be a bridesmaid. She was my bridesmaid.
Mm-hmm.
She was reluctant. She didn't even wanted to dress up, but she did dress up because that was my firstborn. Because I took care of my cousin sister, of her child, as mine.
So now, he comes, you're giving birth. Do you then talk? No
The
communication.
doctors. But come, I go back home, and then he comes to see the baby, as if nothing happens. There's no explanation. No, the explanation was that, hey, I think I was drugged.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I was drugged, and they had me locked up
They, had,
somewhere.
they said they locked. He said initially they locked him in a toilet. Do you remember
they
that?
locked him
He
in
was
the-
drugged
in the
up. They
toilet,
locked
he
him in
was
a
drugged
toilet
up.
and they didn't let
And
him
that
out.
you know I wanted to marry you. And he comes back and he says, Mna, I love you.
Let's
and I
do
never
this
said
thing.
I'm not going to marry you. Let's go. And sign, we married, you're still my wife, but let's go. Civilly, let's go home affairs. So sign.
And?
He brings a friend as a witness, and I bring my aunt as a witness. And I'm thinking, what am I going to do? I've got 2 children now with this man. Yes, I'm mad, but what am I
You
going
already
to do?
built a life together.
And
at
I
this
know
point.
it is possible for me in my mind. Yes, it can happen. His family boycotted. Nobody
He's
wanted.
very
What
much
was I
capable
going to
of
do?
that.
And I'm thinking, yes, they're very much capable. They
Yeah.
are going to do that. I was not even expecting
Of
one
course
of them
they've done it.
to come and attend or to attend the wedding. So to me it was believable, and I held on to the story, and I believed, okay, he wants to get married. I trust my
He's-
person.
Yeah.
So you
know-
went to court, you signed.
Yes, and
Okay.
we went back.
To normality.
You packed your
Yes.
bags and you went to him,
Yes.
back to his house.
Now
so
with
now,
baby.
the in-laws, how old was the baby?
The baby was a baby.
Like 1
a-
week,
a
2 weeks,
month,
a
a
month.
For the first few months, like 6 months, I stayed at home because
Okay.
It's culture.
it's culture, and also I've got 2 children. I don't know what to do with
Yeah.
them. And naye usafuna, okay, place to stay now for all of us to be comfortable as a family now
Yeah.
of 4 from a family of 3. We have to look for schools and all of that, crash for the baby,
Yeah.
and also a school for the firstborn. That was our life.
So when you now went back and stayed with him, what was his reaction? His family's reaction?
I've never spoken to them. I do not know them. I've never been to his family home. It was like that. It was normal for me to come back and I don't have to speak to anybody. That was a norm.
So now you are back at home. You do not visit the family. I assume the family also does not visit you. So it's you, your husband, and your 2 kids. So, I mean, other than the fact that this man did not pitch on your wedding day, which is absolutely crazy, and he went on to continue to live his life for the next 6 months, and then the next maybe month or so after the baby is born and everything, without contacting you, without getting back to you or anything. He tells you that his family had locked him up,
Yes.
and that's the reason why he didn't come.
Drugged him.
They dragged him and locked him up. You believe him. You guys go sign without the wedding.
Yes.
And then now you're a family, you're staying together. So from everything that you've said from the beginning, this man seems like a swell man, like other than him not pitching, but that was also not in his control because he was drugged and locked up from what you believe. Please tell me what went wrong. What happens that you guys now end up in divorce?
Owamie, a serious third party that told themselves in Dogogba, she's out and I'm in. And he's my project. Doctor being a doctor gets busy with a student nurse from same hospital where he works. There's a nursing college. Gets together with a Tswana chick. And I'm thinking, I'm a mommy, I'm thinking, Muntu is going to work. Muntu is
He is at work, but another kind of work.
yeah, another kind of work. So she happened. 2006, he's trying. You know, he came back. I wasn't as nice, Owamie, because, I mean, the more I was back with him, the more I realized that I've been wronged, you know. So I was raising certain questions, and I was expecting for him to have an understanding, but he needs to pull up his socks, he needs to do things. So he bought me property. Bought a property in 2006, a piece of land. We're all about land, then they will develop later, because we didn't even know where he was going to be based, and where really I wanted to work at the end of the day, because I wanted a business. 2007, bought another piece of land. So now we've got 3 pieces of land. And we are in a holiday.
In Cape Town.
In Cape Town,
Yeah.
2006, December, right up until 2007, early January.
Yeah.
We in Cape Town on a holiday.
Things are going well.
Things are going well.
Yeah.
All is good.
But then he acts out of character.
He acts out of
Something's
character.
off.
Something is off.
Way
the
off.
sister is calling, like
Something had happened to like a family
You know-
member or something. Yeah.
and I don't know what is going on, but I'm never involved,
Interfered,
and I
yeah.
never interfere.
Yeah.
Now looking back, Owamie, the nurse was giving birth.
Yep. Same time.
Oh, gave birth later that month. Mhlambe he had
An emergency.
maybe he had a call from the chick, the mistress, that I'm not well, or false alarm.
She probably knew he was on holiday.
Yes.
You know how they roll.
Yeah.
And the sister is on it.
Yeah, they're rocking
Remember,
the
the
boat.
sister doesn't like me.
So she likes
She's
the new...
not about me.
So she's
she's
trying to
about
elevate
the someone
the
that
mistress.
is. Yes.
So you didn't know that he had impregnated someone?
No,
But my mom knew he was cheating.
I knew he was cheating.
But
He's
the
always
babe-
been cheating.
Of course.
So it's not
That's
like
the guy.
major. But I knew this time around, this one, this
was
woman is
different.
calling. This woman is calling me. Not only the woman is calling. Yes, the woman calls me, tells me you're just a baby maker.
Yeah.
He does not love you.
He's
then
with me now.
He's with me, and I was like, listen, I've been with this man for a very long time. Not the first one.
And there's
So I'm
you
not
and the
shaken.
other
And
ones.
there's you. There's another. I'm not about that.
Yep.
Maybe you do not know who you're talking to. Let's meet. I said to her,
You probably think baby mama.
maybe you think baby mama, you're thinking wife, and you think I'm something else. Let's meet and you tell me what you are telling me now over the phone.
in person.
In person. That's the day she stopped calling. She used to call me. Yeah, you think he's at work, he's with me.
Would you confront him then after his
No,
side chick
I was
calls?
not wired like that.
No.
I was
Okay.
overly confident. I was told that you are going to have problems. Remember, he's a doctor. Women get naked in front of him.
Like, what do
Some
you
are
expect?
there for other things. What do we expect? So from 15, I'm wired in that way. And I've lived that
Life.
I lived that
And
life.
he's been cheating,
Yes,
so
he
it's just
knows.
like
So
this
this
is
one-
nothing.
This is one of those.
Wow.
There's her and the others.
They say there's the others. Why do you think you're special when? And mind you, you know what I'm doing now?
Please talk about the finger.
We are condomizing at home.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We have a baby and we condomize.
You're like, no
We go
more.
test.
Yep.
We go condomize at home. But now there's a problem with the condom. I don't want to talk about
much
that,
about that.
Okay,
now. But
okay.
there's a problem with the condom. But I'm trying to enforce it. But we condomize and also
more
we
babies.
get
Tested because you see
all the
them
time, because
out
I
in the
can see
street.
he's out on the street, and I'm making it a point that he knows that for our safety, he must make sure that whatever he does outside
It doesn't affect
It doesn't
you.
affect me.
Yeah,
And I
your
trust him
household.
also as a doctor that if he were to do anything,
It would
He's gonna
compromise
be
his profession.
careful,
yes,
obviously.
he's going to be
right?
careful.
Yeah.
I was
But clearly
told.
not.
Clearly
so
not.
now, I mean, at this point, you are finding out that he cheats. It's something that in your marriage at that time you had accepted. Now I want to know, what was the stroke that broke the camel's back?
What was it?
What actually made you leave?
I did not leave, Owamie. I was left at the altar. Do you think you're going to come and turn my life around? I've been used.
The foundation has already been
the
shaken
foundation
at
is
that
being
point,
shaken.
yeah.
And then I'm told that, guys, men cheat. And guys, you need to choose. What is he doing? Does he sleep at home? If every single day the man is at home. Every single night. He's
But
at
from that
home.
moment that made you go like,
But the calls, I could not
what is the
ignore
deal breaker? Yeah.
the calls.
Yeah.
That the lady was doing.
And when I
calling you-
started asking
The questions.
the questions,
Yeah.
I was told, you
Oh,
know what?
He dropped the D word.
Let's rather divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I asked, where were you? Who's calling? What is this?
What is
you
this
cheat,
now?
but
Yeah.
this is like,
Like
You
there's
know,
no respect in our
there's
home
no
anymore.
respect anymore, And then he goes like,
Well-
why don't we divorce? That is when I decided that.
Okay. This
Okay,
is where we're at.
this is where we're at. And I
Okay.
said, one day, I said, let's do it. He said,
Stop with the
I
threats.
said, let's stop with the threats. This time
I'm not
around,
here to
let's
play
do it.
games, yeah.
Not playing games, let's do it. And then he filed.
he filed.
He
Yes,
filed.
he did.
He filed
So-
because I stopped
so
with the
disrespectful.
duties
Wifely
as a wife.
duties, yeah.
Why you?
Gates were
yes,
closed.
Gates were closed. I
No
decided
affection, zero.
I would wear
But you
my
cook
lingerie.
for-
I would cook. I do
cook.
everything as a wife. But there's one thing that he wasn't doing. He wasn't touching me. Because I said, let's do it.
Let's go all the way now.
Let's go all the way.
How long did it take him to file after that argument?
The first time he filed in 2000 he filed, I can't remember when. He filed first with a different attorney, his first attorney. And then he said, I love my family.
It was just a threat.
It was just a threat. Let's go on. And then he bought me the third stand.
Like,
Okay.
As
an apology.
an apology
Okay.
gift. We are one. And also now I know it was not only about that, it was about
But
the
the third-
boo-boo, the third party.
The permanent decision
They-
he had made.
So
To cover
we find, and another threat now comes one day. Now I'm talking about things like we've got investments, we've got this. Yes, there's a marriage certificate, but I don't see myself anywhere. Everything has you on it. All the title deeds are you, cars, everything is
Even
you.
though you're married in community
And even
of
though we're
property.
married in community of property.
Right.
So when I started asking those questions, the D word dropped.
It was
And
like you're a silent partner
and I
in your
said-
own marriage, yeah.
now if is a financial abuse, it's going to be a problem because here I can see, whether I like to accept it or not, there is involvement of the in-laws. There is now a third party because that woman made sure that I felt her. The nurse made sure that I felt her, and today they are married. Yes.
He's remarried with 2 kids,
They've
I
got 2
believe, if they
children.
don't have more.
So 2 kids, including the one that got born when you guys were in
Yes.
Cape Town.
Yes.
And then there's a second child.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So now he goes to file. Which year is this that he actually files for real?
The
The
second one.
time around.
The dates for filing, I can't remember.
Yeah.
But going back, like, say,
Plus
you
minus
know,
the
that the
years.
D word didn't have any weight on me because he was throwing it around like a piece of something. It was like a threat, but don't ask any questions. So I can't really remember. But it was a cut and paste. I've never seen such unprofessional papers in my life put together by a so-called attorney. My mother even said it had a T-Pex. Is someone's
Official
had
documents with T-Pex.
T-Pex. It was a cut and paste that
Yeah.
I've never seen in my life of working in an office.
So it's like
Okay,
what?
so then
2009.
2009, that's when your divorce finalized.
Yes.
Yes, in
So
June.
you signed. So with the signing, you guys were married in community of property. When you were now divorcing, did you know he had a child, a love child?
Suspicions were there,
Suspicions,
but no proof.
but I had no proof.
Okay.
And I couldn't take that to court.
So now when that lady fell pregnant, she stopped even calling you because she used to call you. Why didn't she tell you that I'm actually pregnant?
She never did,
never
actually.
did.
Which is something that she never did.
It's odd. I don't
She
know.
stopped before she was pregnant. Post pregnancy, she never called to say I'm pregnant or I'm you know,
Yeah.
I'm expecting. I expected her to do that, knowing what she was
The kind
doing.
of person that she was. So
It
now
is either that the man got clever, because I remember then I changed numbers, because then I had my work contract phone. I had a new number. It might have been that she didn't have my new number.
Oh.
It might have been that.
okay.
Yes.
Okay, so now the divorce is finalized. You now have to move out of the house where you're staying. What happens to the property, the land that were bought for
We
you?
never got to build. We were staying in a townhouse.
Okay.
But we had plans to build in the first piece of land in that golf estate. That
Okay.
is where we're going to build for our family
House.
to have like a decent family house, you know, a family home. So divorce,
Happened.
the day of the divorce,
The best thing happened. Or
I am not,
the day your
yes,
lunch.
the day of the divorce.
Yeah.
We've been talking divorce. Terms were discussed. Conditions were discussed. I knew there was a child. I didn't have proof, but I knew he had a child. That I knew.
Yeah.
Because I had caught him in Albertine. I went there to collect a car. And I had
At
a
his cousin's
baby
place.
at his cousin's place, and I had a
baby
baby cry,
crying.
and I knew it.
Intuition
that
hit.
was his baby, because that is where he stayed. Now I
That's why he's
moved
doing
out.
his business.
Okay.
That is where he was doing
His
the
business.
gent house. Gent is in Xhosa, where you bring a house where you bring
A brothel.
it's a kind of like a brothel, where you everybody comes and does whatever they want. So then the cousin attacked me when I went to get the guy.
They attacked you physically.
They attacked me physically.
Were they
I opened the
females?
case.
Female
No,
ca-
the cousin, the guy.
male. Okay.
I opened the case. He bribed the police for the cousin, choosing the cousin over me. I had a precast. I had broken
crutches.
I was in crutches. I had broken my
Toe.
my toe, but I was driving, because I was driving a BMW and automatic. So I was driving, and fine. That is when, for me, I had this. There is a child, and I said, "Let's go. Let's finalize this thing." We finalized the thing. The divorce in June 2009. The terms were there. I didn't have a lawyer on that day, because I had been
You consulted.
consulting with my pre-lawyer. So this was just about, we are making it official on that day.
The
So he
terms
said,
of
let's save money, because now we were in a state that we are both asking for the separation, formal separation.
mutual.
It was a mutual decision. So fine, we go to court.
Granny's there.
Granny's there.
Yeah.
My cousin is there. He didn't come with anybody.
He took random people.
He was with his attorney. When we signed when we had to bring in witnesses to sign, I had my cousin sign as my witness. He just took a random lady, stranger, to sign. That is how light he took off this.
Just
The
wanted it
divorce.
done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Owamie, the lawyer, I find out,
Yeah.
2023, that was disbarred. The law, Yeah, we used in 2009. He used his lawyer. 2009 divorce attorney he used was disbarred in 2007.
So the divorce is basically null and void.
Pretty much.
Okay, so now I'm also just interested in, after that is signed, because obviously then you did not know. You guys went your separate ways.
We live the funny thing is that we live in the court. He says to me, oh, your tires are finished. I'm driving a meeting. Your tires are finished. Can I go buy you tires? New tires. We go, we buy. He buys tires for me.
They go out
2
for
tires.
lunch.
The back, they swap the front, the back ones. And then he buys. We have coffee.
Yeah.
That was the day of the divorce. That is how
Just
amicable
good
it was.
was.
You know? And then we go our separate ways. And we were friends ever since.
The
Best of friends
co-parenting
until
duo I've ever
2023.
seen. Honestly.
So now please tell me, what happens in 2023?
Yo. Oh god.
2023, the children, now they are adult children.
Right.
Kanya and Uwe, they take him to maintenance
Okay,
court.
okay.
He's dumping all his responsibilities on me throughout the years, one by one. You see, my daughter, okay, as a doctor, anesthetist, child, and a lecturer at one of these big universities in South Africa, taking student doctors. He is all over. He is making anything between 400,000 to 500,000 per month on a good. Yes, but he says to me, "I'm struggling."
Yeah, I was pleading
financially.
poverty.
Pleading poverty. Now, this is on me. This is on me. It's been years he's not buying the children clothes. And you as strangers, you think, oh, they're gorgeous. They are well put together. Automatically, it's the anesthetist child. So the anesthetist is looking
Gets the
after.
glory.
He gets the glory. When it is I
the
That is doing
that is
everything.
doing the hair. Her nails are always on point.
Toiletries,
Toiletries.
pocket money.
She's always been on clinic. It's me. My son is like asthmatic. He's got a kidney condition and also an eczema issue. He's also on clinic.
It's
treatments. It's me. And I found myself, I'm drowning. I said, guys, I've got an autistic child. Because I met someone else post 2011, I had a baby with someone else. And story of another day. As a friend, I say to him, I'm expecting a baby.
As a courtesy.
Yeah. He never told me. Remember, he made his.
Yeah.
But I said, I knew it was going to hurt him. He's my friend. You know, I knew it was going to hurt him. So before he could hear it from someone else or it shows, I said to him, I said,
you know I wanted more
you know
kids.
I wanted more children. I wanted a big
family.
family. And you also robbed me.
Oh, you guys had a deal.
You robbed me
Yeah.
of my children. 2024, after delivering my son.
No, 2004.
2004. After delivering my son, I quickly fell pregnant again. And he said he wasn't ready. And he made me abort. Those were twins. Made me abort at exactly the same time the mistress was having a child.
Yep.
We were pregnant at the same time. He chose
Her.
to keep the mistress child and abort my
Twins.
2
Babies.
I am so sorry for that. Do you think that abortion hurt more when you now found out that his mistress was pregnant at that same time?
And this hit me in 2023.
Wow.
That is when I found out that no, when I saw the birth certificate,
Yeah.
The timelines made
the
sense.
timelines,
Yeah.
that wouldn't be the first one.
Yeah.
Wow.
During the marriage, he aborted 4 of my children. At home. Never on to
Wait,
himself.
he performed.
Performed
Those are
abortions.
illegal abortions.
Yes. at home. Robbed me of 4 children.
5, including because one pregnancy was
it's
twins.
two, it was
Okay, 2, 3,
and 3
but it
this
was
one.
oh my gosh. I mean, you're blessed with the fact that you could still even continue to have kids.
And one are complicated. He's at work, and I call and I say, I'm complicating. You know the pregnancies whereby he brings tablets. Tablets from work, and he insects them in my womb. He insects them in me. Then he goes to work, and I've got pains the whole day until the baby comes out. Those kind of things, all alone.
So the twins one, was it the last one?
No,
That's the first
the
one.
twins were the first one, 2007,
Okay.
2006,
Okay.
when the mistress was expecting. I was also expecting, but I was told to. He's not
Abort.
ready financially.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So you are saying that you guys were the closest of friends for all these years until 2023, when your children decide that they're going to take him to maintenance court. I mean, at this point, the adults, they can even do it by themselves. So what I want to know now is, what was the issue? Was the issue that now he's mad at the fact that they are taking him to court?
He retaliated,
Yeah, as a form of punishment.
and number 2, Owamie, you have no idea of how long it took me to build my credit record, because I was always under him. Everything was under
His
him.
name.
So it was like I
Didn't exist on
didn't
paper.
exist in paper. I've never had an account, and blah 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 blah. So it took me forever to get to a stage whereby I'm saying I've got a credit record, and it was very good. 705 or something like that.
And I think it's like
Or 702.
701.
701,
It's
702.
very high, yeah.
Very high. Now I'm able to do certain things
On your
and
own.
on my own. I've built a life.
That we're
For my
accustomed to.
children.
Yeah.
The children are very comfortable with the father that is not
Basically not available, I should say, or even it's not a factor in their financial life.
he pays school fees and he's defaulting on. They must just go to school,
And that's it.
and that's it.
But even with that too,
Even with that, we had issues.
yes.
So the children, I said, listen, guys, I need to look out for the little one.
Yeah.
And the schools for autistic children are very expensive. And just the programs and everything, it's just a very expensive child. And I said, I heard from a friend of mine who said, you said that your ex-husband is not doing well. But I was at a funeral. I saw him. He actually just bought a new car. And the suit he was wearing. What, Mimi?
It's not cheap.
He's playing.
He's doing well.
And then I had somebody, a PI, and I said, can you look into my properties, number one? What is
my
going on?
joint is-
Okay, everything is still under his
Intact.
name. Oh, there's this new property. Oh, there's a new car. All right. And I said, no, this guy is playing me. And I said to the children, there is a settlement agreement, divorce settlement agreement
With a maintenance.
with a maintenance
For future maintenance.
For future maintenance. Let me go to Home Affairs, to the family court,
You got
and get
divorced.
the
settlement
because we need to
agreement.
make sure that he doesn't drop the standards of the children's living. So I get the Owamie. Where is the file? This is 2023 now.
Yeah.
The file, the divorce file, is nowhere to be found.
settlement.
The settlement is nowhere
It grew legs and walked out.
to be found. This is now during 2023, the maintenance of the children. That is the only time I found out that my divorce settlement is no way. I went everywhere.
Minister's office.
I
clerk of
wrote
the
to the
court.
minister's office. They put
Allocated
together
a
a team to
Try to
try and track
allocate.
and allocate the file. They came back empty-handed. That was what happened.
Yeah.
2023. He sees that the children are taking him to a maintenance court. Gets mad. Owamie.
He's like, let's level the playing.
He
field.
goes, this is war. September, he sends a letter
His attorneys.
from his attorneys.
Yeah.
It's unsigned.
Delivered by the sheriff. And it's a notice of eviction.
From whose house?
My
Mom's
house.
of 15 years.
Why is he evicting you? Who the house is under whose name? His name.
It's still under his name.
The title
The
deed.
title deed is under his name.
But remember, the assets were never divided.
what
Yeah.
happened when we got divorced? Then the law was very lenient towards any spouse that did not cheat. Adultery was a big thing.
I think it was a
So,
count of divorce.
Yes.
Yes.
I walked away with quite a chunk.
A very good settlement.
I had a very good settlement.
Yeah, you were really secure.
As a result, it was very difficult for me to remarry because I was like, I'm comfortable.
No, but that's what your settlement says. It says
It said, you look after me until I remarry. So why would I remarry if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? He's the one who's supposed to pay for municipality, for utilities, insurance for the house, and blah, blah, blah. But
Exactly.
build me a house
Yeah.
on that family stand.
that you bought not
The 1999.
Yeah.
Built a home. I designed the home. All is well, Owamie. This is now post-divorce. 2009, I'm designing the house. He comes there just to
Sign things
sign,
off.
designing the house as per the needs of this now, the three of me and the 2 kids. Him out of the picture
yeah, I
because
was
now
never
we
gonna
divorced. I moved in with the children 2010, 1st of December, in this estate. He's never had a key. He's never stayed there a day. It is my house.
Yep.
He says to me, I am going to be paying off their house bits by bits. When there's money coming in, I've got family responsibilities, and now I've got another family, and I've got the children. I cannot take a big chunk and pay off the house because I still have to have a life. But I'll pay for the house. It's fine. 15 years he's been paying. No default. Not even a single month. There's a house insurance. 2021, there was a stormwater damage, and we had a claim because he had to take according to this divorce settlement, take an insurance for the house in case there are any damages. The policy pays out for the damages. I'm renovating the house. This is 2021 to 2022. 2023, I was still busy with the renovations. Today, on the court papers, I wrecked the house.
Took out the kitchen.
Like
a
but
crazy
yet
woman.
those are the damages. Hence, we had the insurance claim, which is another story.
Okay, so now I'm just now then concerned. If your divorce settlement is not found, it means the terms and conditions of the divorce settlement are also gone.
Exactly.
So now in 2023, you are finding out that the lawyer that he used was already disparted in 2007, which was before. So it means that he practiced illegally.
Exactly.
And the settlement is not there.
Yes.
Now he's evicting you. So now what is the law
Saying.
Yeah.